My humble pranams to our Jagat Guru, Brahma Subhash Patriji, my dear friends, masters and gods of Malaysia. Today, I'm going to share some teachings, some sutras from Vasistha Gita. As you all know, we have a lot of Gitas, We have the Bhagavad Gita, we have Vasistha Gita, we have the Astravaktra Gita, Garbha Gita, Shiva Gita, so many Gitas, So, as regards to Lord Rama, we have Ramayana and this Vasistha Gita. Vasistha Gita got so many names: Maharamayanam, Vasistha Ramayanam, then Vasistha Gita. Initially, this particular scripture had 32,000 slokas. But when they discovered the thing, according to Vidya Prakasandagiri, they only discovered 28,000 verses, So 4,000 disappeared. You know how? Okay. So now let's go and find out how did this Vasistha Gita came about. Okay. So once one Apsara was meditating on a hill, on a hillock, meditating. She saw Devaduta flying in the sky. Then she invited the Devaduta to come, Babu, where are you going? Then the Devaduta said, there is one king who has renounced his kingdom and meditating there for many, many months. He has experienced, is observing a lot of vairagya. So my boss, Indra, has sent a lot of gifts to be presented to this Aristhanemi. The king who renounced his kingdom is known as Aristhanemi. Okay, so he was meditating there. Then this particular Devaduta came with a lot of gifts to go and give to him. So he approached Aristhanemi, the king who is now become a meditator. Okay, and then he said, my boss Indra has sent all these gifts in recognition of your sadhana that you're doing, great sadhana you're doing. So he wants to reward you with all these gifts, very expensive gifts. But this Aristhanemi rejected all of them. Of what use are these for me? I have renounced the whole kingdom, In my kingdom, I have more than this. Such a kingdom also I have renounced. What is all this, So he renounced. So this particular Devaduta has nothing to say. He returns to see Lord Indra. So now Indra said, I think this guy, particular guy, has developed a lot of vairagya. So people with vairagya are fit for knowledge, like what happened to Arjuna, So when Arjuna, when he said, I don't want the kingdom, I don't want the bogas and all these things, Okay, so Lord Krishna was ready to impart the Bhagavad Gita to him. Similarly, here also, this particular king, Aristhanemi, renounced, rejected very expensive gifts from Lord Indra himself. So Lord Indra said, this guy is fit for jnana. So when the soil is very well tilled, prepared, then when you plant a seed, then the seed will grow nicely. Similarly, when we observe vairagya in our life, renouncing worldly life, okay, then you are fit for this knowledge. So Indra sent this particular Devaduta again to Aristhanemi. Okay, this time you go and tell him he's very, very well disciplined. He's observing vairagya. So he should be taken to Valmiki ashram where he will give knowledge to him. So the knowledge that Valmiki gave to Aristhanemi is similar to this one, but it's not Vasistha Gita yet, because the Gita will come. So now the scenes change to Dasharatha's palace. Okay, Ramayana ready, Dasharatha's palace. So there, all were ready, and then Vishwamitra pays a visit to Dasharatha Maharaj. So the moment he came, Dasharatha, as normal, their culture, the tradition, they washed their feet, and then the moment he came, he said, whatever you ask, I will give. He simply gave promises to Dasharatha. So whatever you ask, I will give you, So what did the Vishwamitra came there for? He won the services of Lord Rama and Lakshmana to protect his yajna, which is conducting in the forest. So then he will convey his message, I just came here to take Lord Rama and Lakshmana to protect my yajna. So the moment he heard that Vishwamitra came to take Rama to the forest, that he's a bit shaken. He's not for so long, he's so attached to Lord Rama, he don't want to depart from Rama. So he was a bit reluctant to let go Rama to go with Vishwamitra. And then Vasistha will intervene. Don't worry, Maharaj. Vishwamitra knows what he's doing. There's no danger for your two children. Because at that time, Rama was around 16 years old only, very young. Okay, so don't worry, he will well protect. And I know the ability of Rama and Lakshmana, they will not be harmed in any way. Okay, so since then he agrees, okay, you can take Rama along with you. And then in the meantime, they will send the maid servant, the male person, to Rama's room to bring him to the court, the main court. So when he went, Rama was in a state of dejection, sorrow, dull, is no more is a normal person. Okay, and then he slowly agrees and he comes to see Vishwamitra. Then Vishwamitra, the moment he saw Lord Rama, he's a 16 years old boy that time, So Rama was a bit, his face was showing some sort of dejection, sorrow, not happy, this kind of state, he was in, Lord Rama. Then Vishwamitra asks, what's the situation? Why are you like this? So nothing wrong, this and that. He'll give his own reason to defend himself, But then Vishwamitra says, I can see your face. Okay? Face is the index of your mind, they will say, Face is the index of your mind. I know what you're thinking, you're not the same person. So then he will say, yes, Prabhu, I recently went on a mini pilgrimage to the outside world. I saw nothing seemed to be permanent. Everything to be transitory. What is happening today, tomorrow is not there. So why are people going after such impermanent things? Things are impermanent in life. Why are we going after all these impermanent things? Then he said, this is the reason I am a bit this thing. So he also talks the same tone like Arjuna. I'm not interested in the kingdom. I'm not interested in the bogas, this and that. And then Vishwamitra knew this guy is fit for some knowledge. Some knowledge must be imparted to him. So then he will invite Vasistha, the Kula Guru of these Raghuvamsa, Rama, Dasratha, all. He's a Kula Guru for them, Vasistha. So he said, Vasistha, you come here. Last time you and me went for some knowledge. Indra gave us a lot of knowledge, The teachings of Indra, he gave us that knowledge. Now you impart to Lord Rama. So the knowledge that is going to be imparted to Lord Rama is known as the Vasistha Gita. The Gita that is taught to Lord Rama. So hearing this thing, the whole city, people knew already that Vasistha is going to give a big talk. So the word spread and all the people in the city, they start flowing. For the next 7 days, the course is going to go. And they flow into, because these people are all the sadhus, we call the other day I told mumuksha. Mumukshus means people who are yearning for liberation, people who want moksha in their life. They have seen enough things in their life, the worldly life. Now they're yearning for moksha. So such people must listen to this talk of Vasistha. So all were coming in, and then Vasistha starts, the story. But I've labeled that into 8 sutras. There are many actually. Because the whole Vasistha Gita is divided into 3 portions. One is called the Vairaga Prakarana, and the other one is called Mumuksha Prakarana, and the other one is called Nirvana Prakarana, moksha state. That's the last state. So this particular information I'm going to you will be in the first stage only, from the Vairagya Prakarana. We call the stage Vairagya. Okay. So I'm not touching the Mumuksha Prakarana and the Nirvana Prakarana. Nirvana is moksha state. That's a very long this thing, Okay. So now let's go and delve into see what Vasistha was teaching to Lord Rama. So I just picked out a few things, that the main important things which was actually related by Vasistha to Rama. the main key points. So the first is self-effort. So Vasistha advised Lord Rama. Lord Rama at that time was only 16 years old, very, very, very nice age to learn. Okay, so he said in every this thing, self-effort is very, very important. Whatever area, whatever action you do, whatever sadhana you want to involve, you have to have self-effort first. Without self-effort, nothing can be achieved. I think most of us, all came up through self-effort. We were self-motivated people, My parents never motivate. A guru came to us to motivate. So we all, most of us here, are self-motivated. Means there was a lot of self-effort from our part. Whatever area we want to learn. If I want to learn Bhagavad Gita also, is although 20% what I learned from other sources, but the 80% was my self-effort. Okay, so self-effort is very, very important in life, whatever area. Like nowadays, in those days, everything we do, but present day children, they help the children to do the homework, which is very, very wrong. Okay, we cannot feed them until do homework. We can only guide them in the homework. We don't do the homework because we cannot write the exam for them. You can do homework for them, but you cannot you can't sit the exam for them, isn't it? So similarly, so self-effort is very, very important. So in this regard, our Shastras give us a story, which I want to share. So there was a farmer who daily goes to his field. He does his work, farming, tilling, and harvesting. So one day he was returning. He brought a big harvest. That day he did a big harvest, and he was bringing the harvest. It was raining heavily. So unfortunately, his cart, the one he is pulling with a bullock, and the cart there with heavy with all his harvest rice or whatever he's bringing. So suddenly it went and stuck into a wet portion of the soil. It got stuck and just dipped in. So he was trying to lift the thing, he couldn't. So he was very worried. It's getting late, Sometimes they will return from the field very late after 6 p.m. By then the sun also will set, So he was getting worried. And then he is a great Hanuman Bhakta. This farmer is a great Hanuman Bhakta. So what he said, okay, suddenly it clicked, If nobody is passing by now, I can only resort to my Lord, that is Hanumanji. So he started praying Hanumanji. Sri Anjaneya Prasanna, Sri Anjaneya Prasanna, Prasanna Anjaneya. So he was just repeating. Suddenly Anjaneya manifested himself. Anjaneya came. Hanumanji was there. And then he said, then why? My cart is stuck, my wheel is stuck. You help me to move it from the mud. Okay. And then when Hanuman was doing it, our guy, the farmer, was sitting very quietly under the tree. He don't want to do anything, The Hanuman don't want to touch. Hey, come here. You call me for help. I can help. I can leave it by myself. But you also must put a hand, At least action. You show some action that you are also doing something like that. You see? So that was Hanuman's advice. You put at least, I know I can lift by myself. But you must also share the burden of lifting the cart out of the mud. So there, it proved that all of us, our parents can help us, our guru can help us, everybody can help us, our seniors in the office can help us. But then, in every area, there should be self-effort. Okay, I don't want to go deep because it's a long thing, then I cannot cover the other areas, So next we go to self-inquiry. So self-inquiry is most, did I give something yesterday? Under self-inquiry? Okay, so basically, who am I? Like if you go to Ramana Maharishi, நீ யாருன்னு தெரிஞ்சுக்கோ. Ramana Maharishi வந்து நீ யாரு? Just sit quietly and say, know yourself, know thyself. So self-inquiry is actually finding who we are. Finding who we are. The purpose of our birth on this planet. What is our purpose? Are we just come here just to eat, sleep and procreate? No. There is a higher purpose for us. We have to go back to our source, where we came from. We have a different home, All of us came from a different home, the higher worlds. This is not our home. It's only we're like a tourist. We came here for this earth planet. Okay? We have our own home up there. So we have to return to that particular home. Okay? So we have to find the purpose of our birth, and that's the reason, the main objective of this meditation and PSSM also, to find who you are. In meditation, you will know your life purpose, all these things you will know, Okay? So that's why there's again a small story from our Shastras, where during the Mahabharata war, Vyasa used to go into the battlefield and take accounts, how many elephants died, what casualties, this and that, he'll go around. So while he was doing this act of taking, he must report, he must know the report, what happened, how many people died. Next day, the number is reducing, more and more people are dying, isn't it, in the war daily? So the number is reducing, so while he was going on the road, he saw one small insect crossing very fast on the road. That is why this small creature, insect, must rush across the road. Then he stopped after crossing, he stopped the insect. Then he gave the power of speech to the insect. He will ask the insect, why are you rushing so fast in the thing? Oh, you don't know? I can hear the noise. Some chariot is coming. It's coming at very fast speed. If I don't cross on time, the chariot will go over me. I will die. Then the Vyasa will ask, oh, you value your life so much. Oh, why not? We also like you, we also have enjoy life. We also marry. We also make children. We also have sensual pleasures. All these things, the small insect explaining to Vyasa. So Vyasa was shocked, Oh, this small creature also enjoying what the human beings are enjoying, what we are enjoying. So what's the difference between us and the insect? So for this to enjoy like this, there's no necessity for us to take a human body. We can be born as a insect. So Vyasa said, oh, this I must broadcast to the world. He'll go back, he said, I must broadcast to the world that to enjoy the sensual pleasures, to make babies, to all these things, need not be born as a human being. We can be born as an insect also. So that he wants to broadcast. So that is self-inquiry. We must find out who we are, what is our purpose. We have a higher goal, to get liberated. See, like Vivekananda used to say, we are potentially divine. All of us are potentially divine, he said, Vivekananda. So that means we can manifest our divinity. When you are potentially divine, we can manifest our divinity. We are all divine people. Patriji always say, Swamiji, you are not ordinary people, you are extraordinary people. Means what extraordinary? We are extraordinary people. We are divine people. So that we must discover through self-inquiry. And you must realize in the self-inquiry that we are not this body, we are pure Atma. Okay? We may know the karma people, we have the jnani people. Jnanis know what they are, why they came from, what the purpose of their birth. If you have knowledge, the karma people may not know. They will just do the work and go. So we come a different stage, jnanis. So the jnanis will know the purpose of our birth because these people start reading already. Start reading the scriptures. Then they will know the purpose of our birth all. Okay? So that's called self-inquiry. So in self-inquiry, you must determine, you must know what is nitya and what's anitya. What is permanent, what is not permanent. Which I shared the other day. Similarly here also, you must know that you are Atma. So when you are Atma, how do you behave? Atma means you are God already, So how does a godly person behave? So every time you forget, then you must say, I'm Atma, I have to behave like that. I cannot speak like that. I cannot walk like that. I cannot talk like that. So all these, the restrictions come. You have to self-discipline yourself. You have to self-discipline yourself. So let's go to the third one, which is, okay, self-control. Self-control is basically, we call Indriya Nigraham. In Telugu and Sanskrit also we call Indriya Nigraham. So self-control. For senses, we have 11 senses. In our body, we have 11 senses. We have 5 Jnanindriyas and 5 Karmendriyas and 1 mind. So total we have 11 senses. Okay. So coming to the Jnanindriyas, we say that the organ of hearing, the organ of taste, the organ of seeing, the organ of touch, the organ of smell. So all these are the 5 senses. So in our scriptures, these particular jnana indriyas are known as tanmatras. Tanmatras means they are called like measuring instruments. The senses are measuring instruments. Let's say you are taking a food, if the food is so salty, the mouth will not, no admission for the food. You'll just spit out, because too salty or too bitter you cannot take, or too hot. Suddenly you take a coffee, she'll put a coffee there, I said, suddenly it's so hot, I'll just spit out because the tongue cannot take the heat. So the tongue is a measuring instrument. It will say whether it's hot or cold, bitter or sweet, or whether it's too salty or not salty. So all the tongue decides. Similarly, our ears, certain level of sound, the ears can bear. If the sound is going beyond certain decibels, we call sound is measured by decibels, So when you go beyond certain decibels, the sound, the ears cannot bear. Sometimes we close, Rama, Rama, you so noisy, the neighbor, we put the sound so loud songs, then they'll close like that. Similarly, our nose also, when you pass through certain garbage areas, some smells you cannot bear, you have to put your handkerchief to cover your nose, because the nose can sense that particular thing the nose cannot bear. We have to certain little thing, okay, but it's too bad, the nose cannot stand. So these are what we call every of our jnanindriyas will measure, whether this is acceptable to our body or not. That will reject. Some people, okay, high sound they will take, but some we cannot. So it depends on the individual disposition, what types of things they can hear, can bear or not. Okay, some people very salty also, they'll still eat, because they are used to eat. But some people, they'll just spit out. Or what we'll do, we'll put more water to make it, to neutralize the salty of the curry, this and that, Okay, so then we have the karmindriyas. The karmindriyas, we all know, is the hand, legs, mouth, our anus, and the genitals. So that also should be under control. So the genitals, our sex organs, also there's a limitation on the usage of those particular things. And then again we say the mouth, that the mouth is the one which should control our speech, vakshetram, So you must know what to say, what not to say, when to say, how to say, how much to say. All this should be controlled by the mouth, not simply we blah, 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 like blabbering unnecessary things, So you get caught. The more you talk, then you make mistakes, So you have to go slowly when you say certain things, whether it's right or not, is a nice place to say these words or not. All this you have to determine. Okay, so that is the 5 karmendriyas. Okay, the anus you must use, genitals, mouth again, your hand, how to use the hand. So we are quite used to touch. We enjoy touching certain things. So that also must be limited. The touch of the hand. So all should be under control. Bhagavan never say that you cannot do it. You can do it, but all in moderation. All in moderation, and then there should be a limit. All these things. So that's comes as sense control, and finally the mind is also considered a sense organ, because it can create things, visualize, materialize, a lot of manifestation. All the mind can think. The mind can think both negative and positive. It's the mind where we always say, the disastrous mind, the negative mind, and the positive mind, and the miraculous mind. All depends on the mind only. So all these we talk about mind. So all this, the mind can do so many. The mind can be very evil. Okay, and the mind can be very pleasing also, nice. So 2 areas we see. So we have to avoid putting evil things into the mind, because it become bad. It will sap all your energy. Whenever you put negative things into your mind, the whatever meditation you do, all is a waste, because that negative thing will sap your energy. You will drain your energy. So that's why I always try to be in the present and be positive. Okay. Now let's go to contentment. Contentment means tripti, santosha we call. Santosha here actually also means tripti, contentment. So in life, whatever we do, God has blessed us with so many things, but still the human nature, we are not happy with whatever God has given us till now. He has given us a good health, good body, handsome body, beautiful body, everything. With that, added to that, He has given good pocket money, nice bank balances. Still, man is not happy. He's not contented. So I think this thing everybody know. There's no limit. There should be contentment. There's a limit to stop the thing. So there's a verse from the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, I think before that, okay, let me share the Bhagavad Gita. Then I'll come to the story. Verse. So here, did you put the meaning there? Oh, okay, never mind. I'll go here. Forget about that. Forget about that. Okay, go to the one next one. Okay, no, the next one. Okay, this particular sharing given by Manu. Okay, Manu, you must know. Manu is the Brahma created him. And then Brahma said, "You write some guidelines of how humans can conduct on the Earth planet." which is called Manusmriti. We call Manusmriti. So in that guidelines given to mankind by Manu, so as you know, Bhagavad Gita was taught by the sun god to first sun god, then sun god taught it to Manu, then Ikshvaku, then to the common man. The Bhagavad Gita was taught to Manu also. So Manu, so what he says, desire is never satisfied by enjoyments. It grows from more and more, as does the fire to which fuel is added. So where if there is a fire, to cool down the fire, you can't be pouring more ghee, it will grow some more big. So to stop it from growing to big, you must stop feeding. Stop feeding the fire. In due course, it will just subside and become cool down. Same like our desires, If there are desires in us, you keep on feeding and fulfill the desires. The desires want more and more. The same thing. We like to have more and more sense pleasures, isn't it? Human nature is like that. The moment you do something, you're successful, I want more of it. But that is not good. So Krishna says you have to put a stop to that. So stop fueling, stop giving the thing. So again, in regard this, there's an example in the Shastras. I'll tell you a story of Yayati, King Yayati. Okay, King Yayati. King Yayati is a man who enjoys sensual pleasures. King, he got a harem, he enjoys people, So then he became old. Then he thought that it's not enough. He wants a second youthful period. So he went to his guru, Sukracharya. He said, I am not happy with all the enjoyment I have undergone, I want another youthful stage. I want another youthful. Then he said, what's all this nonsense? You are a king, you have enjoyed enough. Stop it. No, I want to enjoy some more. So they're okay, there's only one alternative. You go around the kingdom, you have a lot of youths, you're going to approach them, whether they can exchange their youth to you in return. They will become old and you will become young, Then again you marry and you can enjoy. So he was going around the kingdom, he saw all the muscular fellas, He offers gold, this and that, for exchange of their youth, None of them consented. None of them agreed to exchange the youthfulness. Then finally, he was, the son was seeing the condition of the father. The father was so hard up for this particular youthfulness. Then when the father approached the son agrees, Now mind, I'll sacrifice my youth for this Janma. I'll give my youth to you. So the exchange takes place. And then King Yayati, again, he become a youth. The energy, the organs become young, the senses ever become young, So again, he start on a what he call enjoying trail, enjoying. Then finally, he started, how much I enjoy also, I can't feel contented, not happy. Then he decided to make a statement. Okay, contentment is something you cannot make happy. So desires should be cut. So he gives a statement, I've enjoyed two youthfulness. Two youthfulness is not enough to satisfy my desire, my lust. Okay, and then that's a statement he gives out, So that's the thing of contentment. Go back to the sloka. So here the same thing, Avritam jnanam etena jnanino nitya vairina kama rupena kaunteya duspurena lena evacha. Yes. So again, same thing. Here the sloka under desire, the other day I shared, kama esa, krodha esa, rajoguna samudbhava. The next one was this sloka. He said, however much desire you want to fulfill, you won't be happy. So put an end to desires. Because as example just now I mentioned, it's like putting fuel into the fire. It'll keep on burning more and more, So you must stop feeding the desires. When you stop feeding the desires, then it'll come to an end. Slowly it'll cool down. No more desires. Okay? So that's the subject on contentment. How much money also, we came with for a $200 salary here, Then we saw 2,000, then 20,000. Still not happy. Bank balance also 1 million. Still not happy. We want to see 5 million. After seeing 5 million, I want 10 million. So we are not contented, always going on. That will disappear from the world. After seeing his 10 million, now he doesn't see the 10 million. The 10 million is the bank only, He doesn't enjoy the 10 million or so. He disappears. Okay, at least those who are enjoying, I appreciate, at least the money is enjoying, Some people, you think, after 70, I'm going to enjoy. After 70, he'll mark, after he's thinking that he'll survive until 90 years. At least 20 years he can enjoy. But before 70, he's gone, vacated the body already. So let us, it's contentment. Next, we go to the next. Okay, self-confidence. So in life, we must have what we call self-confidence. We call Atma Visvasam. All of us have some unique capability, which we don't know. Sometimes we don't know that we have this capacity to do work, but we can really produce great work when you're given the task to us. But some people, although they know they can do it, they don't have self-confidence. Hey, I cannot do it. You do. I cannot do this. You do. He'll pass the work to some other people. No, he himself will not do it. So for this, again, I got a story actually. So we know when Sita was abducted, and then there's a partnership between Sugriva and Lord Rama. Okay, that Sugriva will help to provide his army all to go and search for Sita Ma. And then so Sugriva gave a command to his commanders, he divided the army into 4 places, 4 directions, and everybody will go into 4 directions looking for Sita, Mother Sita. And one particular, another group was headed by Angada. Okay, Angada went with his group, Hanumanji was there in the group, Angada and he, a lot of Jambavan, and all these people were there. So when they started looking for Sita Mata, these people went into a cave, So when they went into a cave, they started walking. They went far deep inside the cave. Okay, they couldn't find Sita. By the time they came back, it's already 1 month. And the time period given by Sugriva to these people is 1 month. If you don't come back with Sita within 1 month, I will kill you people. So this Angada, as they were thought, when they returned from the cave, 1 month already, we did not find Sita. So he thought, rather than dying in the hands of Sugriva, Angada decided, okay, Lord, let's all sit together and fast ourselves to death. Okay, why die in the hands of? Because we call Sugriva Agnya. Agnya means command. When he said that he will execute, he will kill means he will kill because you didn't come with the results. Okay, so these people were sat down under the tree near the beach that they want to starve to death. All this is watched by Sampati. Sampati is the brother of Jatayu. Okay, what these guys are doing? Then we will go there. Hey, what are you trying to do? No, we want to. We came here in search of Sita Mata. We couldn't locate her. We cannot find her. So we have decided to kill ourselves. No, don't do that. I saw Ravana taking Sita to the other place, the Lanka there, the island over there. So I saw Ravana in the aerial ship. He was taking Sita Mata there. But then, okay, now they know where Sita Mata is. No more in this India, South India. She is in Lanka. Now, who is going to fly? There's no bridge, no fast boat, this and that. So they have to cross. Somebody must go and find out whether Sita Mata is really there or not. So there were so many, all the, what do you call, Vanaras, the monkeys. So they are the people who can fly. Everybody is capable, So some will say, no, I can fly. Maybe halfway only I can fly. I cannot reach the other part. Maybe I can fly to Lanka, but I don't have the energy to come back. So all were giving excuses and turning down the offers given for them to fly, So Jambavan was sitting there. Jambavan watching. Hanumanji was sitting far away, under a tree watching. Then he'll call Hanuman. Hanumanji, come. You are the only person who can fly. I know. Hanuman said, cannot. He got no self-confidence. He can fly. Hanumanji can fly, but he got no self-confidence to agree that he is going to fly to Lanka. Then Jambavan motivated him. I know you can do it. You are the only person who have the energy, the Shakti. You have the Siddhis with you to fly. You are the only person who can lighten your body. The 8 Siddhis, after Siddhis he has, to lighten the body. You can lighten your body, then you can fly, Okay? And then Hanumanji agreed. Until then, Lord Hanuman did not know that he got this power in him. So he had no self-confidence. So we also, so much task given that we say, I cannot do. Write a letter also, no. Letter writing is not my business. I don't write. Small tasks also they won't take, I'm not confident. So we will always reject small work given to us. So because we have no self-confidence. The same thing Hanumanji was ahead. But then somebody must come and tell you, hey, you had this ability, I know you can do it. I know you can fly. You flew to the moon, So when you read the Hanuman Chalisa, there's one sloka there which says that Hanumanji flew to the moon thinking that it is the moon, a sun. Okay, when the sun, thinking that it was a fruit, So you can go so far, what is this Lanka, 50 miles away? This is millions of miles he flew and thinking that it is a fruit, So then he came back. So Hanumanji got such a power. Okay, so that's why slowly sometimes we forget. Somebody must come and remind us, hey, you can do. Last time you did it, like do it again. Okay, so like that is what is called self-confidence. Okay, we must build our self-confidence. Okay, next one, a company of good soul. We call Sajjana Sangatya. Patriji always use the word Sajjana Sangatya, taken from here in the Vasistha Gita. In Sanskrit, it's called Sajjana Sangatya. Sat means truth. Jana means people. Truth-speaking people. So you must always have the company of truth-speaking people. That's what we call company of good souls, or we call virtuous people. Company of virtuous people. So here, this particular sloka was given in the... So always you want to improve in life, you must try to move with people who are better off in life. So in the insurance industry, we had one big icon that time, Master Dr. Paul Naidu. Everybody want to go and rub shoulders with him. At least he'll give some tips for us to grow. We can't go to a fellow who has failed in insurance industry to make friend with him, what knowledge he can give. So move with fellow who has knowledge of that subject. He will advise you. Spirituality is like that. You go and rub shoulders, make friends with people who can give you knowledge, not the person who cannot give you knowledge. So you have to have company of the good souls. So this particular sloka is taken from the Bhajagovindam, given by Adi Shankaracharya. So it goes like this: Satsangatve nitsangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalatatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti. So I said, if you are living in truth, sajjana, you are living with good people, then slowly the bad people will go away from your life. Sajjana, satsangatve, you have good people in your life, then the bad people will go. You don't like to go to that bad people. The moment you remove the bad people from your company, then you will have irmohatvam. Your delusion will go. The good people give you knowledge, bad people will not give you knowledge. So your delusion that what is right, what is wrong, they will give you some discernment power, what to do, what not to do. They will give you advice. So when you start getting this type of advice, just now I told you about Atma Vitvasam, okay, self-confidence. This type of knowledge they will give you. Then you will get knowledge. So then if nirmohatvam, then nischal tattva. Nischal tattva is you will have the Atma Jnanam. You know what is that I am Atma, I am not body. You have this knowledge. Nischal tattva means that you will know you are not a body, you are the Atma. Okay, this is then we what we call Atma Jnanam and Brahma Jnanam. So these two areas you will know, Nischal tattva. So once you have this Nischal tattva, then moksha, jivan mukti. You become a jivan mukti, means you can get moksha. If you know the truth, then you become liberated, self-realized. Mukti will come to you. So mukti to come, you must have right company in your life. You have bad company, you are finished. That day is 4 girls, General Hospital, they robbed one lady and then finally caught. See what happened? Maybe all are good people. One of them is bad. She convinced the 3 of them. They went and robbed the old lady of all the gold. Then they got caught, Girls doing this job now, all the 4 girls were caught. I know what kind of punishment they have because they robbed the woman of gold, They disrobe her of all the gold. Okay, so such serious action because bad company. So we all in good company here. In this society, we are in a good company. Okay, so always go for good company. Once you know the guy is bad, avoid him at all costs. Avoid that guy. Okay, so this taken from Bhajagovindam. Okay, very nice verses there. So many things about youthful, all those things. So next, let's go to the perseverance. Right, I'm typing. Perseverance. Okay, I'll finish it fast. Perseverance, the other day I talked about titiksha. Titiksha means what do you call? Come what may, I will finish it. I will stand. Meditation not suitable, not easy to sit in. But then you have to, all pains will come, discomfort, echo not working, some people coughing. this and that. So all the disturbance will happen. We have to titiksa. Here perseverance means you come what may, I will finish it. The task given to me, I'll finish it. So that's called perseverance. Whatever given to you, you do your work and complete it. So here, a beautiful, very intriguing story, behind this particular thing. Very, very interesting story. So this story, there was once a titubum, okay? In Telugu, we call lakumuki. This particular bird is the size of a thumb only, Size of the bird is the size of a thumb. Okay, so this bird, what it did, it laid eggs on the beach of a sea. So at midday, what it did, it went to Chari Makan. It fly far away to get some food for herself, this bird. So by the time this bird came back, the sea, the waves came and washed away the eggs. So all the eggs laid by the bird were washed away into the sea area. Now this is worried now. See, we simply go and put on the chicken and mutton, isn't it? These small birds are worried about the children, not still in the egg form only, she's worried about the eggs. You want to, now, this particular bird, now want to salvage the eggs, because the children, their own children, So he was thinking what to do. Then it came up with the idea. Okay, so what he did, the bird is so small, this big sea, So this bird, what you do, it goes to the sea, take a drop of water, fly and throw the water there. Come back, take a drop of water, fly and throw the water there. How many years it will take to study? Something impossible. But this particular bird had the perseverance. I will do it. I'll empty the sea. I'm going to retrieve my children. So this is watched by Narada. Narada, every time this thing will appear. So again, Narada gave some power of speech to the Titubum, Lakumuki. They say, what are you doing, this and that. Then he said, no, don't disturb me. I'm serious in my job, You don't come and disturb me. Go away. Now Narada said, no, you tell me your problem. What is your problem? I have the ability to solve you. Then you say like this, I laid my eggs here. The bloody sea came and washed away all my eggs, Now I'm trying to empty the sea to retrieve my eggs. Then Narada says, very impossible. Okay, don't worry. I'll use my Maya Shakti to make the sea retreat. Then you can see your eggs. You can retrieve your eggs. So Narada, what he'll do a favor to this Titubum, the small bird. So now with this Maya, he'll make the sea empty, retreat far away. Then the bird sees its eggs, Then one by one, it brings to the sea. Then this Titubum thanked Narada for what the services given, So see, such a small bird, very insignificant, the size of this thumb only, had the perseverance to save her children from death. Okay? So what we will do? We must do that. So whatever task we take, we must have the perseverance to complete the task given. So that's the power of perseverance. Let's go to the last one. We'll finish it. The last one is faith masters. So under faith, we have Daiva Viswasam, Guru Viswasam, Shastra Viswasam. Just now, Master Uma, gone already, she. So Uma was telling faith. நம்பிக்கை. So, நம்பிக்கை வேணும். நமக்கு நம்பிக்கை வேணும். இதில் முதல்ல தெய்வ விஸ்வாசம். நம்ம கூம்புற தெய்வத்தின் மேல் நமக்கு விசுவாசம் இருக்கணும். That's why we have taken Krishna. Krishna has given the Bhagavad Gita to us. So every sloka of the Bhagavad Gita, we must trust that it came from the words, lotus lips of Bhagavan. They are 200% true, So whatever is there, we must really follow the teachings of the Daiva Viswasam. Isn't it? We must trust him that he will, see, he has given so many guaranteed slokas in the Bhagavad Gita. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasati tesham nityavi yuktanam yoga kshemam vahamyaham. Okay? Ananyas chintayanto, every time you think of me, I will save you. I will take care of your welfare and your yoga kshema. Whatever you have already earned, if you have already 1 million, I'll protect the 1 million. At least until you die, the 1 million will be with you. Some people after 1 million, after 50, all the 1 million disappear. So at least here he says, Ananya chintayanto mam ye jana paryupasati tesham nityabhi yuktanam yoga kshemam vahamyaham. I will take care the welfare of your family and the money you have already earned until now. Some people will disappear, the money will disappear, at old age. You see all the release coming from API, isn't it? Many people only have 10,000 ringgit. 10,000 ringgit, 2 months gone, So like that. So that's Daiva Viswasam. Then we have Guru Viswasam. So we have a Guru, Patriji, Bhagavan, Sadguru Patri has come to our life. So we must have Guru Viswasam. So whatever the Guru say, for some reason he has come into our life to uplift us, to let us cross the ocean of samsara. We all caught in the ocean of samsara. Somewhere we are entangled in suffering, sorrow, and all these things. So the knowledge which our Guru gives us will uplift us from that sorrow to happiness. So that's why you have to follow Guru Viswasam. I think there's a sloka. I put this in it. Guru Viswasam. Okay. So for this, there's a famous sloka, So Guru is very, very important in our life. Not only we, Lord Krishna had a Guru, Sandipani had a Guru. Lord Rama had a Guru, Vasistha. Brahmarshi Vasistha had. And then, if you talk about Milarepa, he had a Guru, Marpa. Then we had Vivekananda, he had a Guru, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Then we had Yogananda Paramahamsa, his Guru is Lahiri Mahasaya. So like this, every great people had Gurus in their lives. So we too have a Guru. So we just revere, adore him, exalt him. We think high of our Guru, That is very, very important. So here in this sloka from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 34, it says, when you go to a Guru, the Guru will impart the necessary knowledge to you to bring you up. So this famous sloka, Tat Vidhi Pratipatena Pariprasthena Sevaya Upadekshanti Te Jnanam Jnaninas Tattva Darshinaha. So you want some knowledge from a Guru, you must go and put Shastanga Namaskaram. You go and Sri, you surrender to the God, to the Guru. The Guru is Jnani. So he will impart to you the knowledge which is required to you, which in the past few years, Patriji has been giving us through concepts, new ideas, this and that he has been giving us. So you go to a right Guru, the right Guru will impart you the knowledge necessary for you. So this is why in Bhagavad Gita, so when Krishna mentioned this, so with this you must understand that all of us should have a Guru in our life, that you have to approach a Guru. Tatvidhi pratipatena pariprasthena sevaya. You must serve the Guru humbly, with humility. You serve, then he will impart the necessary knowledge to you. Isn't it? All Gurus are like that. Like Vivekananda really served Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Later on, see, he became world famous Guru. Same like Yogananda. He surrendered to Lahiri Mahasaya. Lahiri Mahasaya imparted all the knowledge to him, Okay? And then he also became world famous. More famous than the Gurus. All the people became more famous than the Gurus. Okay? Like Krishna also, more famous than the Sandipani. Like Janaka Maharaj. Okay? Another one is Janaka Maharaj. His Guru was Astavaktra. There's another called Astavaktra Gita, another very important this thing. So all these people had Gurus. So we too must have a Guru in our life. We simply cannot cross the ocean of samsara by ourselves. And such great people also had Gurus. We too need a Guru in our life. Okay? And then we have the Astavaktra Gita. Okay, Shastra Viswasam. Shastra Viswasam means you have to have faith in your scriptures. We have so many scriptures, Some, they don't believe the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna said, we claim ourselves, we are Hindus. But none of them have seen the Bhagavad Gita book also, They have not seen the Bhagavad Gita book. So many of Hindus have not seen the Bhagavad Gita book. What is Bhagavad Gita? They don't understand. So this is called Shastra Viswasam. We must have, at least for us, they have proclaimed that Bhagavad Gita is our holy Bible, a holy book, holy scripture. At least you stand by it. At least something. At least learn about 7 slokas. They have 700 slokas, At least 1% of the 700 is only 7 slokas. At least learn and by heart 7 slokas in your life this time. Okay? So we have Vasistha Gita, which we are doing now. Then Astavaktra Gita. Okay? Later on, see, like Astavaktra means a man with 8 bands, crooked. So such a person also, Janaka Maharaj took him as a Guru. But he got knowledge. He didn't see the beauty of the person, Some people see whether the Guru look like a Brahmin or not. Whether he is wearing all this garb, in such uniform, holy person. He must look like a holy person. Then he will go for help. So like Ashtavakra never looked like a holy person also. His crooked, his body was eight, Astami 8, So there were 8 bands in his body. Such a person also, Janaka Maharaj took him as a guru. Because he went for knowledge, not for the shape of the person. Okay. Then we also have the Garbha Gita. So Garbha Gita has something to do with your Garbha, So there's one Gita where talk about pregnancy, the do's and don'ts when you're pregnant, mostly about whether sex is allowed during pregnancy, what kind of music you can hear. Some people during pregnancy they put loud music like Westerners, So the baby is discerning, after 4 years, 5 years, doctor knows, the baby is discerning already. Like Parikshit Maharaj, when he was inside the tongue, he knows what the father was telling all the story, he listened. So here also, when the baby is in the stomach, so we have to very, very careful. The mother-in-law not shouting at the daughter-in-law. That's why in India, the moment they are 3 months pregnant, they'll take the child to the mother's house. At least the father take them very correctly. Not the mother-in-law and the husband. The mother-in-law, father, the husband have a lot of expectation. The mother-in-law also, you do a lot of work. That time they give a lot of work. If mother won't give work, she'll cook nice food for you every time to take care of the baby. Such is the way they thought. So Garbha Gita is teaching all these things. The do's and don'ts during the pregnancy. Very, very important. Pregnancy because you are creating a God inside you. How you are bringing that God outside as an evil person or a divine person. So only you can mold. When the child is in your womb, you can mold the child. Everything the child listens, Nowadays, technology has found out, every music the boy dance inside also, So everything they record and they can see all these things. So Master, these are a few things I'm sharing today. Shastra Viswasam, Bhagavad Gita. There's so many. We have the Upanishads, Brahma Sutras. Last time I told you, 3 is very, very important. The Upanishads, Brahma Sutra, and Bhagavad Gita. You want to self-realize, you have to have knowledge of these things. That is Brahma Sutra, Upanishads, and the Bhagavad Gita. These 3 basic knowledge, at least on the surface, superficially, at least you must have knowledge of all these things. Not the deep knowledge, at least something, at least you must know what is Brahma Sutra, what is Upanishad, what is Bhagavad Gita, what is Bhagavad Gita teaching. That is basic knowledge, you must have all these 3 areas. So these are few things shared by Brahmarishi Vasistha in the Vairagya Prakarana. Okay, so don't think because there are so many others in the Mumuksha Prakarana and Nirvana Prakarana. We are not going to touch that. So today only on Vairagya Prakarana. So these 8 sutras, we call the 8 sutras. There are more actually, just selected before. So with this, I conclude, Masters. Thank you so much for listening.